You feel the vibe is contagious. Look in your eyes, shit is dangerous.
Rosalee, do you want a new baby brother or baby sister? Baby? You want a new baby brother or baby sister? Huh? You want a new baby? Baby? Hey y'all, it's Katrina and I'm back with another video. Today's video is an exciting video because I'm finally sharing with you guys that we are now trying for baby number 2. And I'm so happy to finally get this off of my chest because I've been waiting for this moment for the longest. Like since I had Rosalee, I had already planned that I wanted my kids to be close in age together. So I had already set it up in my head like this is what I want. And if it's in God's will to happen, it will happen. But hopefully I can try to get it to fall in place in a specific time frame so that my kids can be close together and they can grow up together and do everything that I wish I could have being the only child. So that being said, this video is just going to be a quick little overview of the conversation that I had with my OB to kind of get things rolling and get things in order so that we can come up with a plan and proceed from there. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have had infertility issues in the past. My infertility issues do not coincide with any underlying condition. I've taken all the different tests and everything come back normal. My uterus is normal. My labs are normal as far as like my thyroid and stuff like that. My testosterone levels are all in normal range. So I have what they call unexplained infertility. So if you are new to my channel, please refer back to my older videos where I explain a little bit more in depth on what I went through in my infertility journey. This video is going to be me letting you guys know how this journey on the road to baby number 2 is going to work. So me and my OB had a discussion to basically even see if I'm going to need infertility treatment anyway. Some women, when they do seek infertility treatment the first time, they backdoor and get pregnant on their own. And that hasn't been the case for me. So we are definitely going to need some type of help in order to get pregnant again. So she did ask me, you know, how my cycles were and have we been trying. And I told her, yes, we have been trying on our own, but we have not been successful, and my cycles have not been regular since Rosalee. The infertility treatment that I'm going to be talking about and discussing is the very first line of infertility treatment, and those are called Clomid or Letrozole. So we discussed that as well. She did tell me that she would recommend that I take Letrozole this time. However, I decided that I want to go ahead and just try Clomid again just because I've tried Clomid in the past. This will be my 3rd time trying it, and I didn't ovulate on the first time. The second time I took it with a larger dose, I did ovulate and I got pregnant with Rosalee, and then now will be my 3rd time. And so I'm just familiar with it. I want to take something that I'm familiar with. I know how it works on my body. I know that I do ovulate on it, so I just feel a little bit more comfortable going that route versus switching to a medication that I've never taken before. So we did come to a conclusion that I will be trying Clomid again for the 3rd time. And if it doesn't work, then I told her I'm open to going ahead and switching over to Letrozole. We also discussed preeclampsia. Again, if you are new to my channel, I have videos explaining everything that happened during my last pregnancy. Because I did have preeclampsia last pregnancy, my chances of having preeclampsia again are higher and very likely. So there's nothing that they can test me for or nothing that they can do ahead of time to see if I will develop preeclampsia, but she said they can try to prevent it by giving me a baby aspirin. So she did explain to me that going forward in this next pregnancy, I think she said starting the 2nd trimester, I will be starting a baby aspirin, and I will have to take it from my 2nd trimester, if I'm not mistaken, all the way up to delivery. And obviously the pregnancy will be a high-risk pregnancy. She also recommended that I go ahead and start taking prenatals because the plan was that I start to take the Provera to regulate my cycle. And what Provera is basically just a progesterone pill that helps jumpstart your period. And since my period is irregular and sometimes it comes and sometimes it doesn't, She preferred for the infertility treatment to include the Provera first before taking the Clomid to help me regulate my period, or just to go ahead and force or jumpstart a period. So the plan was to take Provera for the next 3 months, and then on the 3rd month go ahead and start the Clomid. So going back to the prenatal, she wanted me to go ahead and start because she wanted to make sure that I had my vitamins and everything regulated in my system, as well as my cycle, so everything can smooth over. And with that being said, little did she know I was already taking the prenatals, because we have been trying and we just haven't been successful. So I had already been taking the prenatals, and I'll let you guys know what prenatals I'm taking, because I did switch. I am not taking the same prenatals that I did last pregnancy. I'll let you guys know why and explain that in another video. And the last thing that I want to mention about the conversation I had with my OB is that she did ask me what are my birth plans like. And I was very, very excited and thankful that she asked me this, because it had been on my mind. Last pregnancy, I had a C-section. It was an emergency C-section. I could not do anything about it. And in my heart, I wanted to have a vaginal natural delivery. Who wouldn't want to have that? So I wasn't able to have that luxury. And so next time going forward, I'm like, okay, what is it that I can do to make it safe for me to be able to most likely have a vaginal birth versus having a scheduled C-section again? I told her that my birth plan was to have a VBAC, a vaginal birth. However, I did express to her that I do understand that I do have a past of having a high-risk pregnancy, and I have had some emergency situations in the past. So I am very open to having another C-section if at that particular time, when it's time to deliver, my body or the situation warrants that. But if it doesn't and it's safe for me to have a vaginal birth, then that's what I want to do. So I was very happy that we got to have that discussion and kind of put that on the table, because I don't want a doctor that's not concerned about how I feel or what I want. This is my body, this is my life, this is essentially my developing child. So I want to be able to be as involved as possible, and I recommend that you do the same. I recommend that you research your doctor, make sure that you have a good vibe with your doctor. Don't just choose any old body. And I feel like it'll make your experience better, and definitely your delivery. So that is it, you guys. I'm so excited, and I'm glad that I was able to finally share this news with you guys. I hope that you are all subscribed and ready to join the journey with me and my family. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.